फ्रेंड्स वेलकम। सो इम्पोर्टेंट अपडेट के साथ हाजिर हैं वंस अगेन हेयर। सो वन रैंक वन पेंशन, जैसा कि बोला गया था बाय द श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमन जी, हॉनरेबल मिनिस्टर फॉर फाइनेंस, एंड वी आर ईगरली वेटिंग फॉर 30+ ईयर्स ऑफ वेट। सो बड़ी इम्पोर्टेंट ऑफिशियल सर्कुलर जो यहाँ पे लिखा गया है टू श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमन जी. So let's see the full important circular that we have here, and hope you all are doing very good. So start करते हैं with the important circular that we have here, and God bless you all. 18th February circular number 11, 24th subject is regarding the updation of pension to the bank pensioners. 30 years of waiting and still hoping for the justice. Be reproduced here under the text of our letter written to the Union Finance Minister, Government of India. Respected Madam, your concern for bank pensioners and retirees issues was well articulated by none other than yourself while addressing the managing directors and chief executive officers of the banks in the 73rd AGM of Indian Bank Association in 2021. You very emotionally and unequivocally exhorted and enlightened the managing directors and CEO of the banks that they need to treat ex-employees of the banks as their own family members and resolve their long-pending issues. The bank pensioners and retirees wholeheartedly halted your good self for the kind concern you exhibited in your address. So we may kindly be excused for these long submissions, but we send you to appreciate the compelling reasons to make this elaborate representation as the issue is still eluding resolution. Subsequently, when you gave us an audience in the month of October 22, your good self emphatically reiterated your sincere concern for the bank pensioners' issues should get resolved, and this made IBA to call us to discuss the issues. We also very gratefully thank you, good self, for giving us another opportunity to meet you on 19th June 23 to further submit the progress made on issues. So your good self helped the very old pensioners to get 100% DA neutralization benefits, but as regard the main issue of pension updation, which is pending for more than 30 years, the IBA though discussed the same with us, showing all concern, but categorically told us that they would not make a U-turn as they had earlier taken a position in the court that there was no provision for updation of pension in the bank's Employee Pension Regulation 1995. So such a peculiar position by IBA not only shows on oblivion to Pension Regulation 35(1), which provides for updation, but their contentions were contrary to the provision for updation contained in Bank's Pension Regulation 1995 as under Regulation 35(1), basic pension and additional pension, wherever applicable, shall be updated as per the formula given in Appendix 1. So IBA also gave a lame and blatant excuse that the matter is pending before the Honorable Supreme Court, hence it is sub judice. So it is well established legal convention that out of the court resolution of any issue through mutual settlement is always appreciated and welcomed. So friends, regulation 35(1) may clearly mentioned that it should be updated as and when. Respected Madam, it is pertinent to submit the Honorable Court have not passed any interim injunction in the matter of updation of pension. So under such circumstances, if the contending parties mutually resolve the issue of pension updation. The pending cases shall become infructuous, so putting an end to the agony of the petitioners as well as the respondent. The position is very well known to IBA too. So such a display of fairness we expected from IBA, but unfortunately the IBA choose not only to disregard the rightful request of 7.60 lakh senior citizens of banking industry who enormously contributed for the socio-economic development of the nation and its people, but in the same breath ignored your well intended message to them as to how they should treat their ex employees. What is more dangerous in the continuous and constant contempt attempt by the IBA to mislead your good self and your ministry by not telling the truth and the legal validity of our request for updation of pension as provided in Pension Regulation 35(1) as mentioned herein before. So it is on innumerable occasions that IBA drafted replies to starred and unstarred questions in the parliament which were also far from truth and undermine the legality of pension regulations, thus demonstrating a callous and cynical disregard to the provision contained in the subordinate legislation to Bank Employees Pension Regulation 1995. सो फ्रेंड्स यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं बड़ा बेबाकी के साथ मैटर को उठाया गया है टू द हॉनरेबल फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया. So hence with all humility we bring before your good self briefly once again the following points. क्या क्या है पॉइंट्स दोस्तों. पेंशन वाज एग्रीड बाय द वे ऑफ सेटलमेंट इन 1993 as a second benefit only like government and RBI pensioners as against the demand of third benefit by bank employees and officers. So accordingly, pension optees were made to surrender their contributory provident fund with interest on the same lines as that of government and RBI pensioners. So when the late Shri R.N. Godbole the former General Secretary AIBOC, that is in 93-94, asking for some improvements in the pension scheme, IBA refused to make any improvement, categorically stating in writing that the pension scheme in banks was exactly on the lines of government and RBI pension scheme and no further improvement in bank pension scheme could be entertained. So friends, the IBA अब देखेंगे थोड़ा सा differently accordingly the apex court. So IBA was asked by the apex court to submit the reports of the committee constituted by the IBA to examine the issue of pension updation as early as January 22. The IBA dosed even the Honorable Supreme Court, first asking for more time, stating that the chairman of committee superannuated. So the issue remained unresolved, though the committee was later reconstituted. Till date, the report of committee to examine वो अभी तक दोस्तों नहीं आई है. The issue of pension updation is not in public domain, including the petitioners of the impleading parties. So IBA simply submitted to Honorable Court that the committee has decided not to extend the benefits of updation. So ये काफ़ी important है. The IBA has been maintaining that it is not a registered body and not amenable to any writ petition. So this stand of IBA cannot legitimate their illegitimate actions of reducing the bank pensioners and retirees into mere hapless and helpless lot. सो यहाँ पे दोस्तों ये बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट सर्कुलर था। कुछ पॉइंट्स मैंने यहाँ पे स्किप करे हैं जो मुझे उतने इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं लगे। सो with this, that's all for this session, and please share this important circular and subscribe to the channel and like the efforts, friends.